motherfucker, I'm ill.
Welcome to the League of Legends. Prepare for battle.
I'll stop ahead.
The battle has begun.
What's their position? Give me the coordinates.
Armed and ready.
First blood.
Bring swift death.
Reporting in.
Triple kill. You are dominating. An ally has reconnected. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
What's the scanner say about their power level?
No enemies display a power level over 9,000.
I thought so.
Pulsar back online. Ezreal, do you require a map?
No.
Finish them quickly.
I grant you my aid.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Arcane shift enabled. True shot barrage charged. Essence flux armed. Mystic shot armed.
Minions have spawned. Start! You must destroy us. All of us. You are unstoppable. Killing spree. Your nexus is at 75% cover. Enemy triple kill. Your inhibitor is under attack.
I'll take that.
You are godlike. Shut down. Your nexus is at 50% health.
Why, thank you. Too easy.
Quadra kill.
Sometimes I can almost. God axes need victims.
You are on a rampage.
Smooth.
I also hear the songs of the dead.
Make them suffer.
Enemy pentakill.
This place will be their tomb. The living must die.
Stop. You are legendary.
As you
Double kill.
Devour their bones. I've got pain to serve.
Triple kill.
I want to make this last.
Quadra kill.
One by one.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. JK.
Wait. Some technical issue.
Okay. It appears we're still running into a few issues before we can get started with this one, but hopefully we'll have you all into the game very soon. If you don't know me, I am Josh, or Bob's Kid, and joining me today is Jeffrey Fung, or Humanity. And hopefully we've got some really good games up. And here we go. Took a minute to get in game today.
So this is the Division 2 third place match between NLT and 4WD.
Yeah, we may see some serious gameplay tonight. We may see a bit of Teemo. We never
Maybe.
know. Both of these teams, they've performed really well throughout the entire ELEAGUE season. 4WD fell a little bit flat in the semis.
Yeah, big upset from Jet last night.
Was it no, it was
it?
Sunday.
Sunday? Okay. My bad. That's a long time ago.
Yeah. Alright, so we see the Shen ban and the Gangplank ban. The Gangplank ban is against Sigma Squared. He plays a lot of Gangplank. He's used Gangplank to climb all the way from Silver when I first met him to just demoted out of Diamond. Unlucky.
Unlucky
It
for him.
happens to the best of us.
You know, some power picks like Shen, Karma, and Graves off the board. Some normal bans.
Yeah, pretty standard. Graves is a pretty strong champion. I think most people who play League of Legends would agree that Graves is pretty strong. Pretty good early game, pretty good clear. Just all around a really strong champion. The deceptively tanky nature of his E is his passive as well. Just all around makes him a very durable, very strong champion that does a lot of damage, both upfront and sustained.
Rounding out the bans, just two extremely strong laners in Caitlyn and Renekton. And first pick, Lulu. No
Yeah.
surprise there. One of the best supports in the game right now.
She is is this the Teemo? Is this the
That's
first
the
pick
Teemo.
Teemo that we've always wanted? I wouldn't put it past them. They messaged me earlier today and memed that they would be picking up the Teemo. Potentially. Having a bit of fun in the last game of the season.
Ivan lock in, and the team will go through.
I mean, they gotta pick it away from Meltdown, right? Like it's too highly contested of a pick.
Oh no! Ooh,
Oh,
ooh. A couple swaps.
bit of indecision in the team.
Oh,
And they end
no,
up going for
boring.
the
They go
Thresh. Wow. Yeah, Thresh is one of Devon's bays. He's pretty good at the champion. I think they're just reverting to comfort picks.
Mhm.
I don't know much about Team Forward's jungler. All I know is he's pretty good at the game.
Pretty good. Has to be. He's in the third place match. A possible Jinx Lulu. Extremely strong late game potential here. Coming from NLT.
They might be thinking of a Protect the Jinx comp. I haven't seen one of those in a while, but I'd be really keen to see it tonight. Gragas is a very strong pick as well right now.
Yep.
Would not be
Gragas
surprised.
can be-
And there it is, the lock-in.
And Gragas can be flexed into the top lane as well, so a very strong pick at the moment. With a good clear in the jungle or really strong engage in the top lane.
Alright. I expect to see the Twitch locked in here, not the Trist, although Joa Inimicus is really good at both of those champions. he's been playing a lot of Twitch. Although maybe he surprises us with the Tristana, but I would expect the Twitch. Jeff, if you recall, a couple months ago, he destroyed us with the Twitch.
First off, let's just
Yeah.
skip that.
Yeah, there's the Twitch.
The Twitch.
Whenever Devin and Joash duo, they play Twitch Thresh, so just kind of expecting that.
And possibly a Jace top or mid. Extremely strong solo laner.
Well, Echo is unbanned here, so Thermal would probably pick up his Echo, unless it gets picked away by MD. Meltdown. Oh, this is a curiosity.
Poppy and Nunu.
Who would they be sending mid lane then? Oh, I suppose that makes a little bit more
Mordekaiser mid?
sense. Poppy
That'd be
top,
interesting.
Mordekaiser mid?
Oh.
Alright.
And that's a swap. Talia. And in the middle, maybe Ari. Ari's extremely safe. Can be picked into any mid laner.
She's got no losing matchups. She's just
Pretty
got
much.
ones that are not as good for her and ones that are very good for her.
It would make sense for Thermal to pick a more mobile champion since they don't really have a front line. And there we go. Ari is locked in.
No real surprises here. These seem like pretty standard teams. Maybe the Jinx is a bit of a shocker, but other than that, this seems pretty normal.
So a lot more engaged potential on the NLT side with the Gragas and the Poppy flanks. So it looks like 4WD will be looking to side lane pressure with the Jace and make picks with the Twitch and Thresh. And also NLT with the Talia can make lots of big early game plays.
Yeah, look to see Talia make roams. Look to see it be mid lane just be a split push matchup. Well, a pressure matchup. There probably won't be too much action happening in the mid lane. It'll just be all about who can shove out the lanes harder and rotate faster around the map. But yeah. So, we have in the top lane for Meltdown Poppy, for the jungle role Gragas, for mid lane Talia, bot lane Jinx Lulu, and on the red side, that is the red side, right? Yeah. We have Jace top, Ari mid, Ivan in the jungle, and a Twitch Thresh lane bot. I'm gonna predict that bot lane is gonna get a lot of focus from both sides this game.
Yeah.
Junglers will definitely be looking to play around bot side, roaming with their junglers. Sorry, roaming with their mid laners. Top's probably just gonna be left on an island. The Jace Poppy matchup is tremendously unexplosive.
Yeah. It will be on Davin to make those plays in the early game with the Thresh hook. Otherwise, Jinx Lulu will have a free lane.
Look to see Devin be the real playmaker of the team.
See if he can do that.
And we'll have to see how Gragas plays his engages along with the Talia. And how well the Jinx can be peeled away from the damage from Ari. I give this game probably more in favor of 4 wards.
Yeah. We have several win conditions as we have two extremely strong solo laners. And if that all fails, you have a pseudo protected Twitch, the Ivan shields and the Thresh heal to carry the damage.
They've got a lot of assurances in the late game, and quite a bit of pressure in the mid game.
Although MLT's comp doesn't have any clear weaknesses. They have strong late game, good wave clear, and 2 very strong tanks.
Look to see this one be a very, very fun, interesting game. It'll come down to how well the teams play in the mid game, mid to late game. We should see some really good League of Legends.
Hopefully.
Alright, and we are just about to go into game here. Game 1 of oh, sorry about this small delay. My client appears to be having a bit of an issue. Alright, and we should be in there. Yep, and there we go.
Alright.
Alright, and we're off with the music so we can concentrate on the League of Legends.
Let's get this scoreboard up.
Look to see the classic 5-second pause. Well, everyone realizes they've actually forgotten to use the toilet. Ah, and there it
there we
is.
go.
9
There we
seconds.
go.
I was off by 4, but pretty close.
Happens way too often. Gotta get organized, people.
Hmm.
But, should be alright during LAN. Hopefully.
A summoner has disconnected.
And it looks like the Lulu is having some problems.
I probably shouldn't have turned the music off. Ow. We'll get some classic League of Legends tunes in the background going.
A summoner has reconnected.
Bro. Not much to talk about this game yet. Can't exactly move around though. Although the fountain guard positioning appears to be immaculate for 4 wards.
A summoner has reconnected.
Alright. Looks like we might be getting into the game very soon again. Alright, and here we go.
Off we go. So we'll see if there's any level 1 shenanigans, but
It looks like 4 wards might be looking for a cheeky mid-bush invade.
The summoner's wrist.
oh,
Or maybe it's just a show of good sportsmanship.
and it looks like they're just dancing in the mid lane. Some fun.
This is game 3 after all, we're just here to have a bit of fun.
Oh, some auto attacks traded.
Oh, Hugh BM does a Jinx. Jinx got first damage, broke the gentleman's agreement. Sorry about that.
And we'll see where Ivan starts, since he is the more aggressive of the junglers at the level 1.
Ivan and aggressive in the same sentence, just. But yeah, he's
is weird.
his ability to steal jungle camps is incredibly oppressive in the early levels.
But after warding the enemy blue, he decides to start at their red.
Alright, it seems like we're just getting the standard stats for both junglers here. Greg is getting a really good leash from his bot lane, and Ivan starting his red camp and moving swiftly off to probably counter the well, not finishing his red, sorry, just starting it off and moving swiftly to go counter the blue.
And unfortunately, Gragas does not see this coming.
And we've got some really good
may-
level 1 trading top lane.
Yeah.
Very aggressive. Might even open up a window for a further gank later on.
We'll see if Gragas tries to deny the Ivan blue buff to prevent the 3 buff start. But,
He is pathing in that direction.
hmm.
Oh, good trade from the Jace onto the Poppy.
Yes, Gragas making his way towards the enemy of the red side blue buff.
But Ivan will be there to
Yeah.
contest him.
Unfortunately, the
And
MLT bot lane is
mid-
not pushed up to
Look
help.
to see mid lane is losing pressure, and Ari can roam faster. Bot lane's coming up as well, and only Lulu's following. Jinx is up there as well. He's getting hit by the Cham. It appears that he's made it out, and the blue's been kept safe. What's happening top lane? Jace is heavily pressuring the Poppy. He's building up quite a CS lead on her. Good trading onto the Thresh. Ivan's coming down bot though, might be looking for a gank. Well, I guess he thinks better of it. And Jace has managed to force Poppy to back. Those champions just look so similar with the Star Guardian skin.
Those are nice skins.
They are very nice skins, but they're both Yordles and they look pretty similar. I just realized we've got if Jinx had the Star Guardian skin, we'd have pretty much the whole gang here. 60%.
Ooh, Poppy with a
Ooh.
good trade here.
Alright, well they force each other's summoners out here. Oh! Well done. Poppy with the flash stun.
Ooh. Jace completely disrespecting the flash E. It's just
Yeah.
backing to the wall.
There's no reason to back there, no need to do that whatsoever. Completely disrespectful. Just a mistake, to be honest. And he TP's in, he's gonna get wall banged again, he's gonna lose most of his health. That's just another mistake
Oh.
into a wave like that.
He might even die here.
That's just not a mistake he can be making like that. At least he held onto his flash, he didn't waste it, so he should be alright.
We'll see if Gragas decides to target that Jace, who is way behind in pressure right now.
That was just a mistake. 2 mistakes in a row that cost him a lot of pressure. In a lane that he gets outscaled with very quickly with Dharma.
Especially in the lane that he should win.
Ivan's coming down for the gank, but there's a ward. And Thresh lanterned, he lanterned nothing. So I don't know what that was. That was just poor communication between his teammates.
Yeah. Probably thought that Ivan was coming through lanes of river.
Oh, sorry about that. Interesting positioning in the mid lane. If Ari hits 6 Oh no, it's fine.
He's fine. Ari's just got no mana here. Both mid laners will be looking to go back, get their items, and then make their first play at level 6. Ivan passing towards the bot lane here.
Oh,
Could be a gank. An aggressive
flash
exhaust.
W.
Oh, Gavin!
Exhaust used. Shield. Oh, and they've all get no. Jinx gets a kill, gets a reset. She's gone onto Thresh. She's got Thresh. She's got Ivan as well. Jinx triple kill. That
And
was
Jinx-
just that play from Thresh was just inexcusable. He exhausts. He then flash W's and he flash E's. He misses. He then just gets absolutely chunked. At least he hit the hook, but
Okay.
that's the only thing about it, and he loses his team 3 kills. 2 kills and 3 deaths. That's just sad. Very unfortunate.
Exactly. And when you miss so many skill shots, the insane healing of the Lulu will just outcut
The
your
resets
team.
of the Jinx as well to secure the triple kill. Just really unfortunate.
Yeah. At this point in the game, Jinx is stronger than a Twitch here.
Especially with Ivan coming in there. They didn't need to go that hard. They could have just walked up, or Ivan possibly shouldn't even have been there.
There's also a lot of minions that 4WD had to fight over.
Yeah. It was, if it was a force, that was not necessary. Oh, you see the trade? Where's the charm? Look for the charm. She hits the Q. Very well played. Where was the charm? Was it on cooldown? Or did I miss
It
it?
might have been.
Alright, Ivan top. Poppy should be dead here. Yeah, Poppy should be dead here. Oh! Whoa, she managed to turn that into a 1-for-1. That was so well played. And very unfortunate for Jace.
Uh,
That early Ninja
Poppy.
Tabby's rush just hurt him
oh,
so
Ninja
much.
Tabo. Such a strong item.
Yeah. Has it been nerfed yet?
Don't think so, not yet. No,
In the next patch, it'll be changed.
I think so.
Yeah.
Everyone can't wait for that. Yeah.
Well, neither top laners, well Jace doesn't have his teleport, but neither top laner are using their teleport. We might see a dragon fight in the not too distant future.
It is a mountain drake too, so it's a big target for both teams.
Yeah, both teams are looking to run a little bit of a siege comp. Oh, Ivan's coming in again. Oh, but they've already traded the tower. This could be bad. Where's the ult? Oh, it's not necessary.
Dragon's here as well.
Jinx could catch up to him. Nah, he gets away clean.
Another reset. That's a double kill. And with the TP from Poppy, that should be Dragon as well.
Alright. Very well played by the Gragas.
Yeah, he read the jungle path of the Ivan perfectly and was there to back him up.
And very unfortunate that Jinx managed to get down the tower.
That speed boost was huge in that fight.
And also they lost the primary objective that Ivan was there to defend against. Exhaust comes out. Oh, Ari should be fine. She is Ari after all. Jinx ult misses. Is Jace gonna get that top tower? Nah, next wave. He'll get it next wave. Yeah. Bot lane just rotated mid with the jungler. They should be able to force down this tower. Pretty much easy. Oh, she gets caught out. She gets charmed. She flashes out. She gets exhausted. Twitch ult. And
Gragas
nothing
still
comes
get
of
the
that.
Kill.
Wait, how did Gragas get the kill there on the backside?
He got the ulti off onto Ari, who was I think picked out by the Jinx auto attacks.
Alright, we're gonna see it's a bit of wet noodles down here. Don't think anything's gonna happen realistically.
Poppy's just a menace for Jace right now. Sorry, got the ninja tab. I got the cost chain vest.
Yeah.
Just doesn't do any damage to her.
If we look at the gold, Jinx is 2.5k ahead of her, of Twitch.
Oh, he has the
uh,
IE as well.
yeah, it's pretty scary. Jace is just teleporting to death. He shouldn't be here. He's just. Oh, I guess Ivan. He saw Ivan was coming in. Oh, I take it back. Pretty good play. They might even be able to get her. EQ? Nah, she walled out.
Bit greedy on the Poppy side there, not respecting the jungler position.
Good damage onto Jinx. She's got no lifesteal as well, so she can't get that health back easily. Probably prevents any kind of play onto Rift Herald they could be thinking of. Both teams are kind of gathered around there. They could be thinking of taking it as an objective in the near future. Half health onto the Gragas.
It's a good hurt.
Ari's coming in. Whoa, Jace took a lot of damage there.
He's got a pretty strong barrel there.
Yeah. What is he building? How much AP does he have? I will tell you in 1 second.
93 AP.
93. That was a
Maxing
lot of
barrels.
damage.
Mhm. Sometimes you see Gragas' maxing barrel, sometimes you see Gragas maxing W.
And he's been pretty greedy with the blues. He seems to be taking them for himself.
I guess with the low mana cost of Talia, she doesn't need the blue.
I
That's what the
suppose.
Gragas does.
A man after my own heart. I'm not well known for sharing my blues with my teammates. Twitch should get out here.
Yep, press Q and walk away.
Our bit of miscommunication there. She hits the charm. It doesn't really matter. Gets the summoner out of Talia. It doesn't mean much. Oh, she could go down here. How did she miss position like that? She hits the charm. Jinx hits the ult. Twitch is kiting. Twitch is kiting with the thresh. Oh, so close. Lulu's just too strong.
Clutch heal. Oh.
Alright. And once again, Jinx comes out on top of that. She gets another kill. She gets even stronger. She's gonna get the tower for a team. The gold lead extends to nearly 5k, 4.7.
Yeah, 5k in 14 minutes. This is
Yeah. This is
extremely
pretty
quick
scary
going.
on a very late game carry like Jinx.
Yeah.
They're gonna get Rift Herald here, it seems. It looks like Forwards is not making any kind of attempt to come disrupt this.
They just
Maybe
far
Jace
too
gets a
kind.
lucky steal, but
Yeah.
it's unlikely. And they get it.
Rift Herald. Yeah.
Alright,
They
Gragas
will
picks
get
that up.
out.
Ooh, look to see them use that in mid lane to try to open up the map even further, so they can start split pushing even more. Maybe run a 1-3-1, seeing as far ahead as they are. Jinx picks up the Runans.
Oh, so strong.
Yeah.
Runan's IE in 14 minutes. That's a record. Possibly.
It's a very, very strong, very scary Jinx. Not someone you'd want to mess with.
And Twitch is struggling to get his Blade Roaring King done.
They still have the ability to blow up Jinx. If Jinx mispositions and Ari can get onto her, hit her with the charm, and then they chain that into a thresh hook,
Definitely.
she can die, and she is a very large part of that. Look, he's dead. Gragas is dead. Ari's been exhausted. Alright, she's running out. Jinx is in the fight. Jinx is getting a reset. Alright, Jinx got a reset. She's going on to Twitch. She got the reset. She's getting the healing. And that's just... Gragas got caught out. It didn't even matter. The team's so far ahead. Jinx
This is
just comes in.
out of control. Yeah.
3 auto attack kills the Twitch. Oh, we could be seeing Poppy die here. No, they think better of it. They don't know that Jinx is topside. Jinx
Oh, at
is
least
clearing out the
another-
top wave. I feel like they should have sent Lulu up there maybe and got on the dragon after that. Slightly unfortunate. It seems they're gonna give up the dragon to team 4 wards. Gragas ults come down and the team makes it out safely. Jinx is on her way. Talia's on her way. Does Talia still have wall? She does have ult. She could come in very quickly if a fight ensued.
It should be Dragon 4 MLT there. Another mountain dragon for them.
Should make it even easier for them to siege up, take Baron when it comes up eventually. Forwards, best chance is just to keep farming up, get Twitch to a point where he can stand in the back with Ivan's shields, and with Thresh just frontlining him, peeling him really hard, and just one-shots Meltdown.
And we see the Rift Herald being unleashed in the bot lane.
Seems
So
they're
it's like
doing
it's more of
a,
distraction.
yeah, just... Yeah, Meltdown just realized that forwards is already there, they're going to clear out the Rift Herald fast enough. And mid lane should have been their primary goal without Herald anyway.
Yeah.
You gotta open up
Goodness,
the
what?
map, start taking region control of the side that they want to siege
you should always
up
be
next.
You should always be able to take a tower with Rift Herald, but that was good defending from forwards.
They've shrunk the gold lead. It's down to 3.7 now. Looks like we might be getting a fight soon. Alright. Pings down onto the Jinx. Not much is happening now, just a very long extended siege.
Blue side is just slowly taking away all the vision from the red side jungle.
Just bleeding out red side.
This could set up for a Baron play, which is up in a minute. And
They're
with the power
certainly
of
strong enough to
Talia
do
wall.
it.
Power Talia wall.
In engage, Gragas ult comes down, Thresh box, Jinx got a reset, Jinx has been exhausted, Jinx is taking tower damage, she flashes out, Twitch is ulting, Twitch gets a kill, Jace is onto the Jinx, Talia gets out, and overall a 2 for 1.
For WD.
Wow. Well played by them.
That was a little bit of aggressive from the Gragas.
Yeah, a little bit of aggressive on the dive as well, and unfortunate that Jinx was the one who took tower aggro.
Yeah. Bit of impatience there.
They were pretty safe to just wait for the Baron, not give
Yeah.
forwards any chance whatsoever, but this could be what they need to get back into the game. The kills went on to the carries. Did they get any shutdowns? No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Damn.
The only shutdown available is on the Jinx, and she hasn't died yet. I guess they did feel too confident with the Jinx being 9-0.
There are 2 large minion waves in both top and bot pushing for forwards. Look to see the Jace start split pushing. Maybe he doesn't.
Poppy will match the Jace here in the bot lane.
Yeah. This will keep Poppy busy for a short while. Jace might be able to go mid and make a play 4v5 until Poppy's TP comes in. Or maybe he just keeps her busy while top lane continues to shove in and crash into the tower.
And forwards took the time to reward the jungle, take it back into control, and hopefully reset the whole game. And for now, MLT is just preparing their waves for their next big play, which could be a Baron or the Inferno Dragon in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Alright, let's take a look at the gold. Let's see how everyone's going along now. We see Jinx has a 4k gold lead onto Twitch. And that's pretty much the entire gold lead. Every other lane is pretty much even. Mid lane's got a 700 gold lead for Team Forwards, and support has a 700 gold lead for Meltdown. But other than that, it's a fair game. If Jinx gets caught out, Gragas ult down. Not much going on there. Good hook from Thresh though.
Yeah,
Now if he just
from the Lulu.
if he just lands one of those onto Jinx, could be a very good team fight.
This is the false whiff for WD's team comp, where they don't have best engage, so it's very hard to get onto the Jinx here.
Well, without Flash, Gragas doesn't have much engage. He does have it at the moment, but Gragas is their primary engager, and without Flash, he's also quite underleveled. He's only level 9 compared to his opponent, who's level 11.
Very interesting.
His team should maybe funnel some more gold into him, some more golden experience. Or he might just continue to die without achieving much.
Although as a trade-off, Twitch is 2 levels down. Oh, now 1 level down from the Jinx.
He's gone on quite a damage-centric build on the Gragas. Sorry about that. He's starting to go tanky now. Oh, they've started the Baron. Let's see. Forwards is moving towards it. The Blast Plant's up. They could go over. Oh no, they pulled off. Meltdown's pulled off. Ari comes in. Ari ults. She's gonna take the Lantern out. No, she's not. Redemption comes down for Meltdown. Nothing much happens here. They just get them off the Baron. Lulu gets a tower on the bot side. That's just the problem with being so far behind. They need 5 people to match Meltdown's 4s. Although both top laners do have teleport. Meltdown peels off the Baron again. And Poppy is running away from the Jace. Meltdown resetting. Although their last ward on it just died. They have 0 vision on it. Oh, she cleanses too early. Can Jinx get a reset? Oh, the Poppy stun doesn't quite land. Thresh goes for the greed, pull onto Jinx and misses. But they get the Twitch gets the kill onto Poppy anyway. It cost him his ult though. Might make it quite hard for them to fight again. Continuing to siege up onto mid. Using those Ivan bushes.
This mid tower going down.
There's just a lot of miscommunication going on for Meltdown.
Meltdown, yeah.
They're only engaging as 1s or 2s.
Poppy went in with no backup there.
Yeah, I didn't have ult there, and so it was quite a fair, Jinx was there, Jinx was safe. She could have started fighting, but she didn't have a front line. They all peeled off. And then Poppy just died for nothing. Bit of miscommunication going on there, but they're gifting Jinx the red. She's picked up the GA as well. She's got the QSS, so she's definitely going for the safe build. I'm really far ahead, and I'm just gonna play safe. Oh, they're looking for a fight here. That was very, very premature though from oh, flash body slam. Jinx got the reset. Gragas is pulled. Ari's come in, Ari misses charm. Twitch is firing off. Jinx is firing off. Oh, Jinx's GA is popped. Twitch is flashed for no particular reason. And Jinx is down. Jinx's GA is down. And they just lost that fight because Talia and Lulu just jumped the gun way too early.
Yeah. Another very impatient engage.
They're gonna lose the Baron here. They've thrown the game. Well, they haven't thrown the game, but they've thrown.
A very big lead, yeah.
Yeah. Poppy's doing a lot of damage though. She's getting a lot of work done. They might peel off the Baron here. Yeah,
reckon she could
she
stop
saved
this,
the Baron. That was the right decision to make there.
Oh, and a good kill on Ivan there at the end.
Baron coming in with the cheeky assist.
Yeah. What Meltdown really should do is focus on, first of all, controlling the vision in the enemy jungle. They're so far ahead with the Jinx. They should just group up, push up mid lane, get some wards into the red side jungle, then prepare the Baron. But instead, they're just engaging for no reason.
Try separate someone using the Gragas barrel, get Jinx a reset, and then just go hard. Cut somebody off with the Talia wall. Talia doesn't have to ride the wall, just cut somebody off with it, separate someone with the Gragas barrel, get Jinx a reset, just let her go hard. Peel her as best you can. Just use your very, very strong Jinx right now. Instead of just dying before Jinx can do anything.
It's twice in a row that Talia has been caught out at the very start of the fight.
I don't know if the last one counts. Oh, and she's been caught out again.
Oh.
Alright. Jinx and Lulu are separated from the rest of their team. Gragas should be able to get out unless he goes back in to re-engage. Poppy gets caught by the Thresh Lantern, sorry, the Thresh Hook. Twitch is firing in the backside, he's getting a lot of damage off. Jinx has got a reset now. Jinx has been caught by the Ari Charm. Shakira's S is too late. And it's all over. This should be Baron.
And
Team
again,
forward aces. Gets the Baron.
a huge turnaround.
Incredibly well played team fight by them, starting with that catch onto the Talia.
And that's the playmaking potential of the Thresh coming through. Catching out the Talia.
They might go down for that dragon, or maybe they'll reset. They are taking very long to do this. And then they have
I
it.
think, yeah, they should probably back after this. They're too low.
Yeah. It looks like Meltdown is heading towards that dragon.
Again, we see Meltdown just way too split. They need to just group up.
They need a 5v5 fight, not a 4v5 where Talia's done nothing before she dies.
Should be a dragon for Meltdown there.
Oh,
Unless-
the flash hook misses. Unfortunate. Jinx is taking a lot of damage on the backside. Oh, but she's got him, Nah, everyone's gotta run away. Talia flashed down, Jinx flashed down. Sorry, Jinx healed down, I meant. Talia's taking a lot of damage. Poppy comes in from the side, Jinx has got a reset. Jinx is going in, Poppy's got pulled. Twitch is fighting off in the backside. He's got the Poppy. The redemption comes down onto Jinx. They might be able to continue this fight. Twitch is invisible. He could be coming in. Alright. And overall, a 2 for 2. Top lane and jungle for top lane and jungle.
Yeah.
Forward still has the Baron though. They've got the siege going. Talia's very low on health. Ari's ult is coming up soon. Gragas is up though. And no, they just disengage. The red buff's up. Jinx could go for the red buff. She could get caught here at the red buff. No, and they spot her. Oh, she thinks better of it. Well, she's back in. No. Forwards has walked away. And Forwards is now in the lead. They have the gold lead. took them 30 minutes to get the gold lead, and they have it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Poppy completely saved that last fight there, coming in with the
Coming in with
Huge
the
stun.
wall bang there.
and also peeling off the switch before Jinx died to his auto attacks. That was really well played from Poppy. What could have been an ace was only for 2v2. Because of that, 4 wards has a lot of wards in the
Well-
red side jungle of the blue side.
Their team is 4 wards in Kelvin. Sorry about that. Alright.
There's still a Baron for quite a bit, so look for another siege potential. Maybe down the mid lane or the top.
Jace has gone up top to meet the Poppy. Both of them still have teleport. We haven't seen much use of the teleport this game, to be honest.
There's been no teleport plays from either team.
Irish just peeling off. Everyone's just kind of clearing waves right now. Jinx's GA is back up. Maybe we see the fight that they need now. I would have liked to see, rather than the QSS, a something like a Phantom Dancer come out from her.
Yeah,
The QSS,
even more slippery. Yeah.
the QSS has not been, usage has not been very good, in all honesty. She uses it between spells, and then just gets caught out anyway, which is a waste of 1300 gold. Speaking of gold, there is still a 3k difference between the two 80 carries.
Not to mention, Jace with the really rough start is now 8-4 and 4, so really well done from him to fight his way back to the game. We'll see if he can split against this Poppy.
Alright,
He's
4
one of
wards
the
has the inside track, but they're being flanked. Talia comes in with the wall to save the tower. Oh, she's mispositioned again, she's dead. Super poor decision making there. Twitch is firing off in a corridor, no one's touching him. Jinx has got the resets, but she's been hit by the RA charm. And she's dead again. This should be an inhibitor for 4 wards. Poppy's TP got cancelled, she used her flash. Jace is teleporting in now. This should be an inhibitor secured, and maybe even a bot lane outer tower, sorry, inner tower. Poppy ult the Ahri away, but it shouldn't matter, just delay the inevitable. And that big wave bottom is still crashing in. Forward is moving down there, yes they are. Should be another tower for them. They're making an incredibly good comeback here. They're 5k gold in the lead now. And once again, Jinx just doesn't get any damage off
Yeah, her
compared to
front
the
line's just-
Twitch.
Yeah, her front line's just dying immediately. And if you're the Lulu, you have to save that ulti for your Jinx.
And a lot of that comes down from Gragas just being underfarmed, underleveled for a long time, just being completely going a starting damage centered, and then starting to build tank just when it was too late, and then he just never got the gold or the items to be able to be that front line that she needs.
You have to remember, 4 wards has 3 huge carries on their team, so there's so much damage coming out from them. And to not have a front line, it's really scary for an ADC like Jinx to approach the team fight in a safe manner.
Talia is 0-4 and 7 as well. Let's not forget, she is making this game incredibly hard.
Extremely poor use of the walls.
She's-
Riding the walls when she shouldn't be.
If she
just
wants to
being
make
caught
that kind of play, she needs a GA. Sorry, not a GA, a Zhonya's or something. So she can actually let her team catch up.
And even
Alright, the
Zonya's
Elder-
on Atilia is horrible anyway.
The Elder Dragon has spawned. Jinx is on the red buff though. forwards peels off it. Their Twitch is not with them. Ari's shoving down mid lane. Sorry, top bot lane. I got there eventually.
But they do have huge wave at the top lane. So eventually, maybe Poppy has to go up there and defend it.
And she doesn't have TP.
And
It will
yeah,
be
no
up
TP.
in the not too distant future. It seems about... if I could find Poppy. It's not letting me click on her. There it is. 70 seconds. She's coming down now. She's given up on the tower. She's gone straight there. I think she's gonna be too late though. I think they need to just... I don't know. Hope for the miracle still. Talia wall comes in. Talia's not riding it, thank God. Barrett down to 500. Taken by 4 wards. Poppy got the stun off. Jinx is gonna get the reset. Jinx got the reset. Jinx is firing off. Jace is firing off on the side. Ari's coming in now. Twitch got a kill. Twitch got a double kill. Twitch got a triple kill. Jace came in. The Baron burn. Sorry, the Dragon burn. And it's dead. There's a massive wave in mid. This should be game. Jinx is just clearing a wave, but she should die here.
4v1.
Yeah, there it is. Minions take her down. It's all over.
And
GG.
What a comeback.
What a comeback.
Yeah, 4 wards.
Well played by them. Absolutely amazing comeback. Hopefully we see Meltdown come back with the in the next game with better communication and a better front line if they run a similar type of comp. Alright, we're going to take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy some music and a nice background that Eric made.
Yeah, guys, is sound on?
Yep, sounds on.
On the cut on the stream.
Yep.
Awesome.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I do not want to wake up my family because I love them very much and they would get rather annoyed at me, so I will continue to host the stream. But I am stepping aside for the lovely Hayden to continue the cast, and Jeffrey will continue as well.
Let's get hyped. Bringing hype into the stream. Did any of you guys raise your voices throughout the match?
I don't know. Like
I only caught like the first half of it.
I don't know. I was like waking people up and they're getting really mad. I gotta turn
Fair
Jeff.
enough.
I gotta turn Jeff up and you up a little bit. Hold up.
It's okay because I don't care if people in my house get woken up. Plus they won't be asleep anyway till like 12. So don't worry, it's all good. All good in his house.
So how's solo queue been treating you, lads?
I haven't played solo queue on my main in a while actually. I think I've played like 2 games since I hit Diamond.
Well, I'm back in my Diamond 5 promos. No.
That's right, yeah, you demoted, didn't you?
Yeah. Sad days. Short stint in Diamond 4. Last 3 in a row. Got out. No.
Hey, who's Apple Pies?
Apple pies?
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
pretty sure he's on the stream before actually.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it off to you guys. Stream's game starting. Good luck, lads. And
Alright.
enjoy.
I need to be invited. Can I be invited into the game so I can spectate?
Alright, it looks like I'm doing Cham Select, and then Hayden will be taking over.
What? Can't I just spectate?
It is too late. You can only spectate once the game starts.
Oh, okay. That's
Can
a
you
bit
spectate when I'm
disappointing.
spectating?
No.
Yeah, you have to wait. Alright, so instant Lulu ban coming up from Meltdown. Shen ban for 4 wards. Graves ban again. Pretty standard what they did last game. They're really not interested in playing into those. Gangplank ban, once again aimed at Sigma. I'd be really curious to see if Meltdown bans the Twitch this game. They had real difficulty. Twitch was a massive turning point in the game for them.
Yeah.
It was just like the comp from 4WD in the end. I think it just turned out being a bit like it was better late game.
I mean, Jinx got 8 kills by 14 minutes,
Yeah.
so that doesn't
Even
matter
though
what the
Twitch
comp is,
is late
there should be
game,
no
I mean-
excuse.
Yeah, even though Jinx is good late game, Twitch is also like insanely good late game, and you can't really bet against Inami because he's a very good player. Actually, how much delay is there on the stream? I might be able to spectate using the stream.
There was only about 5 seconds earlier today. I don't know how much it is now.
Okay, they just locked in Ivan for me. How far behind is that?
I'm on 44 seconds, 43, 42. Okay.
Okay, yes, I'm like 5 seconds down. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now look, Ivan clearly is 4WD adapting to the meta. Ivan being picked a lot. These guys, I don't think have actually played it before tonight. But yeah, no, definitely a big pick. You know, Jet used it to take him down, and NLY's been playing it. So it seems like if you want to be a top team in this tournament, you got to have your jungler on Ivan.
The Sejuani pick. First time we've seen
Jana.
Sej.
I'm surprised they put so much priority onto the Jana.
Maybe it's just because they wanted to pick their support first, so that they don't have so that they can like get counter picks in. We can actually see the mid laner of Meltdown in the last pick there on red side, so he will get perhaps a favourable matchup into Kelvin here in this mid lane.
I'd be curious to see if once again they played around bot lane. I expect they will, because Ivan Sedge, just like last game.
I mean, look, all the teams that have been finding success have been playing around their bot lane. Most of them also play around their mid lane, but NLY have been playing around their top lane instead of their mid lane. So, but you know, every good team has a strong bot lane this tournament. You'll find.
Yeah, the meta's shifted quite a bit to be played around bot lane.
Yeah, but even earlier in the year, like we saw in competitive that, you know, ADCs were still pretty important to the team. They did take a more utility role, but definitely nowadays they are very important, especially in competitive situations. And we actually see
A Lucian.
I'm a bit 5 seconds down, but there is a Lucian pick.
Wait.
We have
We have
fallen
a-
out of Champ Select. It appears that
Okay, can I come in as a spectator then?
yes.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Do you guys have? Are you guys able to invite?
Oh, I should probably change this to that. Alright.
Okay, there we go.
Excellent. So now I'll be on top of what's happening.
Wait, get out of there. You're not playing, mate. Get into spectators.
That's true. Lucian wasn't a troll. They call G a troll here, dude.
I'm really excited to see some Teemo. I was promised Teemo, so I'm really excited to see some top lane Teemo.
That'll be fun to watch.
Yeah. You get to see the little bit the rat top lane. Do rat things.
Hey, you guys remember when I had that really bad cough? It was good times.
Yeah.
You know, I ended
Yeah.
up having it for like 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Holy
That's
moly.
crazy.
It was so
got
annoying
it-
to listen
I
to
got it
for like
in
an
like
hour
week.
at a time.
I got it in like week 2 or 3 of the semester, and it only went away in like week 10. Actually, no, not week 10. That was like last week.
Yeah, that's
No.
last week.
Oh, lasted maybe like 5-6 weeks, but it was like a month and a half. 'Cause
Yeah.
it sort of it was sort of gone by the time we came back from mid-semester break, which was like week 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
This was like 6 weeks.
Mm,
Fun
that's a
stuff.
long time.
Yeah, they usually last a while when I get them, unfortunately, but it's
Oh,
nothing
well.
too crazy.
Wow, I just realized how easy it is to ban and time people out. Alright, looks like we're ready to go into game again. So I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to give this game over to the lads, and I hope everyone enjoys. Game 2,
Hell yeah.
4 wards versus Meltdown. Match point.
Rest in peace, physics assignment. Anyway, so,
Priorities.
so we're hopping into Champion Select. So it'll be the same bands and the same first 3 picks, I believe. So it'll be the Ivan, the Janna, and the Sejuani
Sejuani, yes.
all locked in before we start seeing some new stuff coming out. Now, I believe we did see in the bans coming out of Meltdown here in this second game. I don't think they changed anything up, did they, Jeff?
What did they banned the Lulu, and that was the only thing that was new, I think.
Okay.
Lulu, the GP.
So JP was kept over from last game. Sigma Squared, he has played Gangplank a few times earlier in the tournament. And he does have a bit of an affinity for those carry top laners, as we saw in that Jace in the last game. So, you know, obviously something that 4WD are comfortable with. And clearly other teams have recognised that and are trying to perhaps throw Sigma Squared off a little bit here. And so we can see same picks coming through again. And as we head over, we see the bot lane, the Twitch instantly locked in there. No surprises here. It worked out really well for them in the previous game.
Twitch
see-
Karma this time.
Yep, the poor man's Lulu coming in this one. Bit of a switch up because they did play Thresh in the previous game.
Yes.
So they're going for a little bit less pick and a little bit more dump into Twitch. So it sort of gives them a little bit more lane presence as well, I feel like, especially in a range support setting that Thresh can struggle a little bit, and Karma definitely has the range to help lane against the Janna here. And we do see Ashe actually being locked in for Blue Monday Night. He actually did play that incredibly well against NLY in their previous series, despite losing, but he did win lane pretty well, and it is a champion that he has shown quite a bit of prowess on.
And MLT currently has a lot of CC and a lot of ways to engage. You've got the Kennen ulti, the Ashe ulti, you've got Sejuani, and also, if all else fails, you got huge peel from the Janna.
Yeah,
So a really
definitely.
strong team fighting comp coming up.
Yeah,
from
so
MLT.
it looks like Meltdown are actually trying to answer to the late game comp coming out from 4WD here with a strong fighting comp of their own. Perhaps not as strong in the early game, but definitely looks like they're going to be stronger in mid game fights.
And
Now, it looks like it's
Oh.
actually going to be Karma mid lane coming in
Karma.
for Thermal here. A bit of a bait and switch coming out for 4WD, perhaps trying to throw off the members of Meltdown here. But yeah, no, like it's a bit of a surprise coming out here,
very
and
surprising.
should be interesting.
Lots of peel for the Twitch.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. We got Thresh Lantern. I mean, we got Karma as a champion in general. We can actually see Twisted Fate actually being locked in here. I'm not sure how I feel about that pick. I feel like it's maybe not the strongest in the team setting here, but I mean, if you're going for a pick comp with tons of CC, then Twisted Fate definitely does actually find a place in this team comp on second thought.
Meltdown does have the option of a 1-3-1 with the Kennen and TF in the side lanes.
Definitely.
And again, another champion with a lot of CC with the gold cards from TF.
Yeah, exactly. And Janna does provide a lot of disengage with her ultimate and her tornado, of course. So the 1-3-1 definitely looking like a strong option from Meltdown here, but we'll just have to see how it plays out in game. I think both teams will probably look to farm in the early game. Perhaps there might be something going on in the top lane though, with Jace looking to exploit his early game power. But aside from that, most of these champions here are reasonably weaker laners.
Yeah.
That are just looking to scale.
You're looking for lots of level 6 plays from Meltdown.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Level 6 is going to be huge for all of these lanes coming out of Meltdown here. And really, it just all matters whether Meltdown can get ahead in the mid game and perhaps snowball that into a lead and perhaps close out the game relatively early.
Let's see if the bot lane can have a huge start like last game, with the Jinx from last game starting out 9-0 before everything fell apart.
So he did play well in the last game, did he? I was unable to catch it, but yeah, no, Blue Monday Night having a really good playoffs, even though his team hasn't been performing at its peak. But you know, definitely he is a bright spot on this team, and we should look to him to perhaps make some plays with the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, and you know, bring his team up to his level, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see the mid lane matchup. I personally don't think Karma's that strong in mid. I mean, if you sit behind minions, she doesn't really have an awful lot that she can do to you. And Twisted Fate should be able to get some pretty easy trades off. Now, hopefully, we see that Ivan do some cheeky invades. I remember the other day when we saw Ivan played. It was actually against 4WD. It was Jet playing it. We didn't see any cheeky early invades coming out from the Ivan, so it was a little bit disappointing. Like whenever I see an Ivan, I always look to see whether they go for that aggressive 3-buff start or not.
Yeah, last game they did start off with the 3-buff start actually.
They did.
Yeah, they
Excellent.
started out warding Meltdown's blue buff, took it, and then rotated straight to their own blue and defended it.
That's a textbook play right there.
That's just abusing Ivan's potential jungle camp clear.
Yeah, I mean, with the nerfs that he did receive this patch, it is a lot more damaging in the early game for those first couple of clears. But you know, he definitely still has the potential to pull off those 3-buff starts that we have seen become quite core to Ivan's identity as a champion, in my opinion. But yeah, you definitely end up with a lot less health these days. I played a game of Ivan like maybe yesterday. And after taking, you know, my first 3 camps, 2 buffs and I think a Raptors, you know, I was already at like half HP. And I mean, at that point, it's really risky. You can actually get invaded early and potentially get destroyed. But I mean, with a Sejuani is known to be a little bit weaker in the early game and scales up in the mid and late game. But yeah, so I guess that means that, you know, Meltdown here can't really pull off those invades just due to, you know, the Sedge's relatively weak early game.
Yes. But with Sedge's insane amount of CC, she can definitely protect her own buffs if the team roams.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we're going to see Sejuani pull off anything in reply to any potential Ivan invades, it's definitely going to have to be with backup from the teammates on this one.
We are in Anapause.
Don't worry, man. My computer's still loading.
Alright, we gotta pause. So, as usual, more pauses. It's like I am all over again.
Man, I've really brought NOS pausing to a spotlight here. Every time there's a pause, it's just screams of NLY. So we can see the issue does appear to be with Thermal's internet connection this game. But hopefully that gets resolved pretty quickly and we'll be all good.
Australian internet at its finest.
And it looks like the pause is actually completed, and we will be able to see everyone hopping into game, ready to begin. And we can actually see Doran's Blade start coming out from the Twitch here. I've seen many ADCs run Doran's Shield, especially if you're in a bit of a struggling early game matchup. But you know, Doran's Blade still a fine choice as usual.
Yeah. You won't see much aggression from the Janna, so that's a perfectly fine
exactly.
choice.
We can actually see an Ancient Coin coming out from the Janna, so definitely not looking to lay down much in the way of early game poke.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
But the teams are just forming a line of scrimmage here.
Yep.
So it seems like Ivern's just going for a start at his blue. Unsure of whether or not he will invade, but they don't have any vision inside of Meltdown's jungle, so they don't know for sure where the Sejuani is starting. But I guess they can safely assume it will be blue buff, considering it is Sejuani.
And Meltdown, learning from last game, protecting the red buff.
Yeah, good adaptation out of Meltdown. You can see they clearly want to come back into this series.
And it looks like Ivan is looking to steal the red once again.
Yeah, Meltdown do have a ward on it, so they will actually be able to reply to this if he does go in. So they will see this, perhaps ping it out. And Sejuani, we can already see heading straight over to the red buff from 4WD here.
Yeah. That's just a good adaptation from the last game. Not allowing them to be 3 buffed once again.
Definitely. Meltdown learning from their previous mistakes, so it's nice to see. So both bot laners here getting level 2 at roughly the same time, so we won't see anyone taking advantage of any level advantage. But we do see Sejuani coming in for an aggressive early gank here. Coming in with the Sejuani passive, getting lots of stacks down, but not enough for the stun, and it seems like it's just a bit of a nothing trade here. And we can see Ivern heading towards the top side, pinged out on the mini-map. But he decides to back off a little bit and instead go for the golems.
It's always tough to
Lancey,
make
a
a
bit of
cannon.
early trades here. Metric coming out, doing a lot of damage to the Twisted Fate there, so very good early trade coming out of Thermal here on this Karma.
That empowered Qs. Huge base damage in the early
Very
game.
strong in the early game. And we can actually see that Ivan coming out of here. Kennen uses Flash to get out, and he remains safe this time. But Kennen doesn't have any wards placed on the river at the moment. He actually responds by placing one in the tri-bush to perhaps prevent a follow-up yank from the Ivan. We can see Thermal expending much more mana here to try and get this Twisted Fate down a bit lower. And it is working. He is landing those Qs. Karma playing very aggressively here. Both jungles seem to be heading towards mid lane here, and Sejuani is actually spotted out by Ivan, so they could look for a collapse, but Kennen is coming down, so it's definitely a numbers advantage here for Meltdown, but Kennen backs off, and it seems like nothing will actually happen.
Yeah, and a good response from the cannon to make sure that his jungler is safe.
Yeah, exactly. But the wards from 4WD here are just a little bit too much, so they see what's happening and decide to back out and not really act on anything. Although Ivan did go a little aggressive, but it was pretty safe, and in the end, nothing came out of it. So you can see Ivan pinging in to go towards the bottom side. It seems as though there's no wards here for Meltdown, so they're going to get taken by surprise by this. Ivan still completely unseen, going for a really far behind gank. Thresh heading up aggressively, Twitch going invisible. Ivan placing down a bush, throwing out the root. It lands onto the Ashe, follow up hook. Twitch coming in, laying down a lot of stacks. Flash comes out from Ashe here in reply. Nothing happens. Summoner's traded. Not traded. It's just a summoner lost here out of Ashe. And good gank coming out from Ivern here. Very nice. Gets a lot done. And he seems to come in for another follow-up. He goes forward with the flash, with the root. Thresh follows up with the hook. Flay towards the Twitch here. Twitch possibly getting first blood. Heal comes out from both AD carries here. And first blood goes over to the Ivern on the Ashe. A very good ganks coming out. Sejuani coming in, perhaps trying to clean up. But nothing can happen as the members just, for WD, just run away. And Ivern throws out his root.
Very well played from the support and the jungler, making sure to lay that down the CC correctly.
At the same time, we see a very big lot of damage coming out. And cleanse used by Karma here, trying to get onto the Twisted Fate, but Twisted Fate actually flashes away on that one. And if you're Karma, you want that. You're trading cleanse for flash, you'll take that any day. So Sejuani actually coming in for a little bit of a gank here. And the passive stacks are applied, and the stun comes out. Sejuani damage is big. Flash comes out of Karma here, and Cameron moves towards the top lane. So they know nothing's going to happen out of that, but them are left very low after playing pretty aggressively after that kill attempt.
Oh. The trade of flashes could mean a lot more ganks in the mid lane.
Definitely. Much more opportunities for these junglers to get something done, so they'll definitely have their eyes on mid lane over the next few minutes.
We see a double Doran's ring from Karma, so looking to add to that laning pressure that she already has.
Definitely, and increase their survivability, the HP, not to be underestimated from this item. We can actually see a 2v1 coming out, and perhaps the Flay lands from the Thresh here, and the hook lands as well, steals the kill, kill secured by the Thresh here, and that's another kill for the bottom lane.
Ashe just has to play a lot more safer without the support there.
Definitely, I mean...
You have to respect the Thresh Flay there.
Exactly. Thresh very strong in this early game here, especially with no Janna nearby. It just makes it too easy for Thresh to land these flays. We'll just walk up, unharassed, and just get those free hooks down. So it looks like Twisted Fate is going for that Lich Bane rush in this game. Perhaps avoiding an early Banshees or other item that could see a bit more defensive. And we see a trade coming out on the top lane. It looks like Jace is winning this one, but the cannon comes out with his ultimate, and Jace just runs away. No damage comes out, and he flashes forward, actually, and he's possibly able to get the kill on that. And he's running forward. Cannon left on almost no HP, but the E comes out. Twisted Fate ultimate's up to try and stop that, and he is successful in preventing a kill going over to the Jace.
That is huge. Using the TF ulti extremely defensively. Has to wait another 2 minutes to make another play. But
yeah,
that is
definitely
a tempo.
unfortunate that Meltdown had to use that Twisted Fate ultimate there, but it was 100% necessary, and it did end up working in terms of it defending the cannon here from a kill. We can actually see that Cannon did teleport back into lane after recalling. So Jace with the teleport advantage here, and depending on ward placement coming out of Thresh over these next couple of minutes, there could potentially be a Clown Fiesta party in the bot lane, and Thresh going for the fake out Lantern here to try and bait in. And Ivan actually does come through in the end with a bit of a walk, that Lantern lasting for a very long while, but nothing actually happens because of it, and Ivan just decides to back off.
Thresh is still looking to make a play with the Ashe flash down. Hopefully getting Twitch and not a kill on the board.
Now the Enchanted Crystal Arrow is actually available, so there could potentially be a play coming out of the bot lane if they decide to be proactive enough. But I feel like in the situation they're in now, they're probably a bit reluctant to do that.
Yeah.
So we do see Karma going very aggressive here. No Sejuani inside for any potential help, and Sejuani does actually come in the end here, chucks down the ultimate, but unfortunately it doesn't hit onto the Karma at all, so no follow-up able to come out from Twisted Fate here, and it just seems like a bit of a deterrent as opposed to anything.
And that's another ulti down for their playmaking potential in the level 6.
Yeah, definitely having to expend these ultimates to prevent from what could have been there a 1v1 kill onto the Twisted Fate here, so it's definitely an unfortunate but necessary use of ultimates coming out of Meltdown. We can see Ivern angling into the mid lane here, but it is actually pinged out. They do know the Ivern is coming through, and Twisted Fate is able to reply in a way that prevents anything actually happening. We can see Sejuani clearing out the pink ward in the top side here. Thermal going aggressive. The flash route comes out onto the Twisted Fate, but it does actually miss, and that is a very fast kill onto Twisted Fate there.
That's very well played there.
Definitely. I mean, we did see Ivern miss his route, but in the end it was unnecessary. Karma damage is just a little bit too strong. I believe Daisy was actually summoned in that as well, so...
Very easy to gank for a Karma. Just presses W, get rid of the spot. You're gonna take a boatload of damage.
So we
And
can
then
see
power creep.
Ivern coming in for an invade here. Looks like he's stealing away the Gromp. But Meltdown know this is happening, and it looks like they're angling in for potentially a reply, but Ivern able to just run away and get out before the bot lane of Meltdown are able to do anything.
It is interesting that the junglers in the early game have focused the top side of the map with the Inferno Dragon up. So we'll see if their priority changes within the next few minutes to grab that extremely powerful dragon.
So we can see Jace getting a small CS lead here, up about 10 at the moment. You know, just bullying out that Kennen very effectively here, sending him back multiple times. Kennen just sitting under his tower at the moment with not a lot of HP, to be honest. There is a refillable pot, but if we see a QE coming out onto this Kennen here, like we do, he goes down extremely low, so it is very risky for him to stay around. Jace almost has his flash up, so we won't be expecting any tower dives until that summoner does come off cooldown, but there is always potential for it. Especially after Jace clears out these wards here and places a bit of vision of his own, trying to make sure that Sejuani doesn't come up to counter his aggressive plays.
And huge leads for the solo laners of 4WD.
Yeah. I mean, just look at the minions here. I mean, at the moment in the mid lane,
Yeah.
Thermal is up about 600 gold, which is a fair amount in the early game here. And we can also see Jace is up about 300 gold as well over Kennen. Which, if you're going for an item like Ghostblade, you're definitely going to get that core before the Kennen is able to get his.
Yeah, and this is huge because this just limits the 1-3-1 potential of Meltdown.
Yeah, definitely. If you've got solo laners that are behind and you're trying to split push, that spells disaster for your team. And if Twisted Fate and Kennen can't get ahead of their laners, then it's going to be really troublesome for them to split alone. You can see Karma going very aggressive here, gets the root down, gets the Mantra Q and auto attack for the Thunderlord's proc. And actually, we can see a play coming down in the bottom lane. Twitch flashes in reply after the Enchanted Crystal Arrow wears off. Sejuani ult misses Smithy style here, and everyone just backs off. Nothing to see here, just a bit of a failed play coming out of Meltdown here, and Sejuani is still going aggressive. But in the end, still ends up in decent position. We can actually see Ivern completed his jungle item, which is not very common for many Iverns to do actually, but he does decide to go for the runic echoes here. Maybe for a little bit of wave clear, a bit more burst on this Ivern, which isn't really what he's used for. But, you know, it can work, and because Ivern is ahead, he does have the freedom to do this. So we can see Twisted Fate positioning really poorly here, and the auto attack damage coming out of Karma is really big, and looks like Meltdown are going to have to give up this Infernal Drake here. They did have the numbers advantage. Well, they did have equal numbers, at least, but they did lose Twisted Fate, which basically gives 4WD this Infernal Drake here, but they don't care about the Drake. Looks like they're trying to get kills. And we can see Jason in the top lane here, completely unabated by the rest of the enemy team. He's free to dive. He did have flash up in that instance, but he didn't end up needing to use it as there was no enemies nearby other than that cannon which he just killed. And we can see the Infernal Drake going over to 4WD here. Very strong play on both sides of the map.
Huge start for 4WD. They've got winning cell laners by a lot. They've got the Infinite Dragon. Even the bot lane is head now.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you're Meltdown, what do you want to do in this situation?
Well, you still have the Twisted Fate into the Cannon CC, maybe. So you can maybe try and find a layer of CC roots combo to try and get a quick pick off.
I mean, we
But-
do have an AD cannon here, so he is not going to be too keen on going in with that stun. So unfortunately for Meltdown here, they did decide to go with perhaps the incorrect cannon build in taking that AD, because it will severely limit his playmaking ability and relegates him to a split pusher. And when you're behind, it's really hard to be effective.
And with both outer turrets down on the side lanes, they're going to be pushed up all the time. It's going to limit TS options here.
Yeah, definitely. But I think if you're Meltdown, your aim at this point is just to try to wave clear and scale up and try and get a couple of items, or perhaps get a few picks if you can. But we have seen that, you know, Meltdown here have been struggling to find these pick opportunities, and when they have, 4WD are able to just respond and protect those picks from being eliminated. And we can see a big group coming out of 4WD here. Looks like they're going to take this tower down really easily, uncontested almost by Meltdown, as they just back up and try to defend the backwards tower.
4WD, just insane amount of poke here with the Karma and the Jace.
Yeah, they're really far ahead at this point, and they have a lot of sustain with the shields and heals coming out from Ivern and Karma here. So, you know, considering they have these strong sieges like the Jace, Twitch also doing a fair amount, especially with the completed Blade of the Ruined King, they can just melt these towers really quickly, and there's nothing Meltdown can do about it.
Really nothing. That's 2 towers gone in one push.
Yeah, definitely a big play coming out of 4WD here, further cementing the lead that they have. 7,000 gold at 17 minutes, very significant for 4WD, having a great start to this second game. So it'll be interesting to see where the build out of Karma goes from here. We have seen many Karma mids in competitive play actually build pretty supportish, you know, going for the Athene's Unholy Grail, perhaps the Redemption. But as I say that, a Haunting Guise is bought, and it looks like it is going to be an AP damage Karma coming out here, which I think is a little unnecessary considering the Jace is on the team as a second source of damage, but he does fall off towards the later game. And Karma, I guess, can make up for that. But what are your thoughts?
Well, if you're this far ahead, damage is alright.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean, if they were even or perhaps behind, it would definitely be a little bit better for Karma to go for a bit more support here.
Yeah.
But because they are ahead as much as they are, they can afford to build a bit more damage on their champions. As you can see in the Runic Echoes on the Ivern here. And we can see...
Still waiting, and you're still waiting for Twitch to scale up. So it's not going to be as strong as for now. So
Yeah,
support
definitely.
items won't be as effective.
Even
in the early
despite
game.
that, you know, he's still faring very well in these fights, and it's only going to get worse for Meltdown from here on out.
Mm. Now they're looking for another siege
See
opportunity. on the
Ivern
bot lane.
placing these bushes, and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out onto the Ivern, followed up by the stun, and it looks like Ivern going to go down here. He's looking very low, and it looks like the hook comes out onto Twisted Fate, but Sejuani's going in with a bit more damage. Twisted Fate actually does end up going down in this fight, and there could be more members of Meltdown going very low. Lots of flashing red health bars. All 4 members that are alive on Meltdown are flashing red at the moment. Meanwhile, the rest of 4WD looking very healthy as they're going to take down this inner tower in the bottom lane.
There's just so much damage coming out from 4WD. Even with the really good pick out from for the Ivan, they just have nothing else to deal with these other damage threats.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even despite the Ivan going down ridiculously early in that fight, the shields coming out of Karma here, as well as the lifesteal on this Twitch and the damage from Jace, I mean, really, Meltdown were unable to do anything. They blew all of their ultimates onto that Ivern, and after they did that, they were left pretty vulnerable to 4WD here, who capitalized on it very well.
Well, we do finally get to see the Blade of Ruin Kings completed on both Ash and Cannon, although it is quite late.
Yeah,
20
as we
minutes
can
in.
see, Twitch is pretty much a full item ahead of Ash at this point, which is really bad news for Meltdown. I mean, if there's one thing you don't want, it's a Twitch that's ahead.
Yeah.
At
You can
least
just
if
roam
you're on-
around. Yeah.
If you're on the opposite team, that is. See lots of farming going down. Meltdown at the moment kind of just want to scale up a little bit more. You know, they still have potential that, you know, their item spikes that they're waiting for do come earlier than 4WD here, but if they're not able to get their items soon and 4WD are able to get second, third items on this Twitch, on this Jace here, it's going to be really hard for Meltdown to do anything about this snowball coming out from 4WD.
And 40D should just keep the pressure up, keep sieging these towers,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
there's nothing MLD can do.
Yeah, I mean, we do actually see the Enchantment Crystal arrow coming out onto the Jace here, followed up by the Sejuani in the middle of the team. Twisted Fate actually ulting in, but he's caught out on the side, and he almost goes down. We see the Cannon going in aggressively with his ultimate, but the Twitch ult comes out, and he's getting lots of damage down. Jace ends up taking down the Cannon here, and it looks like Daisy trying to go for more, but the Smite comes out onto it, killing it. And we can actually see aggressive play coming out of 4WD here. The flash hook coming out of Thresh lands, Metriku following up, killing that Twisted Fate almost instantly. And 4WD making a very aggressive play, able to get the tower and 3 kills out of it. And it looks like they may be able to get the inhib tower and potentially follow up with an inhibitor just off of that one play.
That's just the power of 3 supports. Twitch is just left untouched in that whole team fight. He just did so much damage to the whole team with his spray and pray.
Exactly, and that was a fight that actually came out from, that was a fight that was begun by Meltdown here. They tried the proactive play under their own tower and still lost the fight. And so after that first inhibitor goes down, I mean, Meltdown, they're really on the back foot here, and it really will be a struggle for them to come back into this game.
As long as 4WD keeps the pressure up, don't let this Ash and Cannon scale up into the late game. They should be able to close this game out.
Yeah, most definitely. But I mean, we've seen 4WD that they are playing extremely well in this series here. They did manage to take down Meltdown 2-0 in their group stage play, and as I say that, we see the Karma going in, and that is an instantly deleted Janna coming out of there. The slows come down, and there's nothing the Janna can do about it, especially with Flash not off cooldown. It actually is coming up in a few seconds here, so just a little bit too early for this Janna to respond with anything. And unfortunately for her, that's another member of Meltdown going down. We can see that Jace Pro coming through, very huge, doing a lot of damage, as a Black Cleaver and Yuma's Jace will do. And we can see 4WD looking to angle towards getting this mid tower here. Sejuani trying to clear, and look at that damage coming out from the Jace. And a QE snipe taking him down, and looks like that'll be a second inhib tower for 4WD here at 24 minutes.
So much poke coming out from these solo laners.
Exactly. I mean, the Mantra Q, the Jace Shock Blast always does a lot of damage. And the hook lands onto the Sejuani here. He follows up, flays in. Cannon following him with an ultimate here, but how good is that on an AD Cannon? We don't know, but it looks like it's turning really badly for him. It looks like he might go down here, and he actually does. Sejuani follows up as well. And 4WD still looking very healthy, apart from this Jace, but they're still pushing in, and they've got the wave coming in from top lane, doing a lot of damage, and they could end the game right here. Nexus Tower is falling in extremely quickly for this part of the game. That's both of them down, and they're going onto the Nexus here. It looks like they're chasing in for a few kills here. Minions looks like they're going to do a lot of the work to the damage here, and Ash actually comes through with a return kill onto the Thresh. Is it enough to keep them away from the base? We don't know. Thermal almost goes down here. Twisted Fate getting ever so close to that auto attack range. He throws out the wildcards, but it does nothing, and the minions just wailing on the base here, and that's a dead base. 24 minutes. What an impressively quick win coming out of 4WD here to close out the series.
That was just an extremely clean game from 4WD. Every lane won, and they just grouped up, snowballed it, and closed it out in really clean fashion.
Definitely. If there's one thing I've learned from these 5 games I've casted over the past week, it is that if you pick a late game team and you get a small advantage in the early game, it's pretty much a done deal. You've won the game straight out from there. And every team that's done that has won so far. And I mean, I guess if you're on a late game champion, if you're on a late game team comp and you are getting that early advantage, I guess it really goes without saying that you're going to have the advantage for the whole game.
Pretty much. It just comes down to MLT unable to use their extremely powerful ults in the level 6 power spikes that they have.
Yeah, I think the main issue was that before they were able to hit level 6, they were already at a disadvantage. Karma playing very aggressively against Twisted Fate, who had no answer in these trades.
Yeah, and TF ulti was used defensively. Sejuani ulti was used defensively. Kennen as well. You just could not set up anything.
The pressure from 4WD was set up before the level 6 in a fashion where the only way that Meltdown could use their ults effectively was defensively, and that really limited their playmaking ability and hampered their ability to get ahead in this mid game, which was a key point for this team comp going into the game.
Well, congratulations to 4WD for coming third in the ESM E-League.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, considering their previous tournament performance, I guess it was a little bit of a step down. But, you know, it's definitely not anything to be disappointed about. The two teams in the final are very impressively strong and play as a team extremely cohesively. So, you know, getting third place is nothing to be ashamed about. And if you're 4WD at this point, I guess you're just happy that you did manage to get a convincing third place.
Exactly. And credit also to Meltdown for putting up a really strong fight, especially in game 1. They nearly closed it out, just couldn't do it, unfortunately. But still, well done. Came 4th out of a really large Division 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think there was something like 12 teams. So, you know, if
Yeah.
you're coming in top 4, that's definitely a strong feat and nothing to be played down either. So, I mean, if you're coming away from this, you look at these teams above you. I mean, they've got well-established synergy. I mean, you've got this team, 4WD, that won tonight. They've been playing together for a while, or at least most of them have been. You look at NLY, they've been playing together for a while, got a lot of established synergy, and Jet here, you know, also coming in with a lot of established synergy. So if you're Meltdown at this point, you know, I guess the thing you got to work on is perhaps getting your synergy to that next level and playing a bit more cohesively as a team. But yeah, other than that, you know, coming 4th is very good. It means you had to be better than a majority of the teams. So there's nothing to be upset about after this game, I'd say.
Exactly. There's always next E-League to look forward to. Should be fun.
Exactly. Or always can, you know, perhaps put in a bit of practice over the break if they can be bothered. You know, play together a little bit more, perhaps plan some strategies in the weeks leading up to the tournament and, you know, just come out swinging and take down the juggernauts and, you know, cement themselves in the top spot in the E-League. Anyway, that's all I have time for. So thank you, everyone, for watching the stream here. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch, and don't forget to subscribe to the ESM YouTube channel as well. And we'll see you all on Sunday for the finals of all 3 divisions playing for that top spot in the grand finals.